Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. I just decided to turn the camera on. I'm in full-on making mode. I've done quite a bit in here, and I've kind of sort of done things that I have shown before, some things that I need to show. So I just thought I'd turn the camera on now, and we can do some things together. I got this page, and I was just planning to do what I've done before. Is some of the pages are so beautiful to just, you know, stick that in as is and do nothing else with it. And then I was thinking, oh, you can see a bit of the page underneath there because of this page, the way it is. You can see these lines. So I was going to stick washi, and then I thought, actually, it's not a really good page for sticking something on. Don't know if you can see down here, but the glue on this page goes up further. I think you can see it better on the bottom. It goes up further than other glue, and it's pretty much like this one was on the inside here, where I decided to make a pocket. So that is, I'm just moving it because you're not totally in shot. This is all the ephemera that I've previously made in a previous video, and I wanted to keep them to hand so that it was like I knew what I was aiming for. So luckily, the pages either side that I've done, I could stick that together and make a big pocket, and I can make it an up pocket or a side pocket, or even I thought I could do a diagonal pocket there. I know, but there's diagonal there, and there's a little bit of me that doesn't like the repeating. Yeah, it's not what I like to do. I could turn this into a side pocket. That would be a bit different, and just cover that, bit like what I did there. This did end up being a side pocket there, so I've done that before. Let's do an uppy pocket. Let's do an uppy pocket, Jez. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I need a divot, and yeah, it will be big enough to put more than one thing in, but I don't know. So I could put a big divot one side and a smaller divot the other. That would kind of work. I don't know. So I've got a 2-inch punch here. I'm going to go for it. Right. Kind of eyeballing where I think that might be the centre. Done it. No going back now. Done it. Now you can see that grey bit on the other side. Do I want to put a divot that? No, I don't. I'm going to just do the divot on this side. So I want to stick a strip of paper across there. Now I've got quite a lot of little offcuts here. However, I want it to be deep enough and stuff. So if I got a bigger offcut, oh look, as if by magic, one appeared. That would be a perfect offcut there, Jez. Yeah. So I'm going to stick that down so that it doesn't show. Now there's a bit of me that thinks it should go down to there, so it kind of follows the line. That would be better. Cooking on the gas. We are cooking on the gas. So let's stick that down. I am making quite quick decisions, and then I'm deliberating over others because, well, I can't do all quick decisions. So let's get this down on there. Let's double check. Oh, just down a tad, incy bincy tad, and then we could be perfect. Oh, loving it. So there we go. yeah, so it's just a craft and chat, really. Craft and chat. That's what we're doing. You might learn something new. You might get a bit inspired. You might just craft along with me, and in terms of, you know, whatever you're working on. There, liking that. So now I'm going to take art glitter for this bit. Oh, I'm going to move you out of the way because you're right by my elbow, and that's just an accident waiting to happen, isn't it? So we're going to go around this edge. I'm going to go quite deep. So what's that, about 1/4 inch I'm going, 1/4 inch in with my newly filled art glitter. All the way around. And I might just go up here a little bit. Oh, you're doing it, Jess, aren't you? Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. So let's stick that down. And I think that is much better. I think we might have had a bit of buckling, and it would have been annoying had I not done that. Ah, love it. See, folds over. So now we need to stick something in it. Ooh, what about you? You're quite nice. And then you've got that at the top. Yeah. So we need something with the pulley out. I could make something new for it. I've got these Bathing Beauties. I'm not sure if they really go. Well, I don't know. I might stick them in there for now. I like the colour, the way it goes. I'll probably stick something else in there. I've got more tags to put in there, like. So, yeah. I'm going with that. So that was a quick finish, wasn't it? Done that. Right, so what was I doing here? Oh, I was going to show you how I did that. We'll come back to that. Hadn't decided on those pages. This was another one. I've just stuck that in. I'm going to put a belly band down here to stick that in, and it's whether or not I'm going to go for tea-dyed paper behind or something with a bit of a pattern in. Not decided. This was a new thing that I did. So I have been leaving some of these pages because they were just pretty, and why not? And so what I did, and then on this side I just added a nice pocket there using some of the pre-made ephemera, and then I just took one of Rach's beautiful pages, which I just put my own sort of grungy backing page on, and then just flipped it over like that. So nice big journaling. I'm probably going to stamp on these pages, but I'm going to do all that at the end. Get my inks and everything out right at the end, do it all together, and just stick that there. Really like that. Really liked it. You've seen me do these flippy out pages before, and then I just again took one of Rach's beautiful pages and stuck it in there. This was a double page, and then I thought, oh, I've got one of these file folders that was in the add-on kit. I'll just chuck it on there. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing since about 6 o'clock this morning when I got up and came in here. So we've got a couple of free pages there. This one is another one of those, and I thought I might do that and stick an envelope there, but I'm not 100% certain on that, so that's still sitting there waiting for me to decide. Now this is another place where I thought I might do a pocket page. So this was where I'd put some reinforcements in. I didn't reinforce that side, did I? So I've reinforced in here, and so there was me thinking I might make a triple pocket with these, so that actually they're not any extra strain on them. So I'm thinking that I can do some folding and create that thing. It's not a triple pocket, it's a double pocket. Oh no, it is a triple pocket, so I'm going down there as well. Yeah, so that was where I was thinking I'd do there. So I might do that with you now. So yeah, we did that. That was where I did a nice that, another flip there. Yeah, and that, yeah, and it won't be that much left. So shall we do this massive triple pocket? Yeah, and then you've seen that belly band. Oh, we've got that to do. Yeah, and we haven't got many pages left to do. There we go. So this mess around here, that's how I roll. That is indeed how I roll. So I am going to fold this one down in half. I'm going to take the edge of this off because there's too much bulk there. So I'm not one for making quick decisions, but then sometimes, yeah, I dive in and I do it. So we've got that one, and then we've got two more that we're folding back. So this one will fold there. And then this one will fold there. So then I'll get stuck back on that one. So how's that looking? About as straight as nothing, Jez. About as straight as nothing. Right. But it's okay. It is in the place I want it to be. I want to take that pink clip out. You're annoying me. I'll just bring you down a little bit. It's because, I know why it is. It's because there's a little bit of slippage there. That's what the problemo is. Because with altered books, nothing ends up straight. But I think go along that edge there with this. I think we're gonna be all right. They'll be sticking down, and then I've got 3 pockets there. Now I might glue a bit down the centre so that they stay in place. And then we've got a little bit sticking out there. I think I might do that on this back one. But maybe not on the others. I'm thinking that would be a good idea. Or I could do it on the front one and have these little journaling cards that I made in there, and then have something big in the centre. Oh yeah, cooking on gas. That is how I'm doing it. Gosh, there was me saying right at the beginning, I'm not really into making big, quick and easy decisions. And I've just made one. Right, so what am I going to cover these with? Well, if I want to use these, well, I only picked those out. It doesn't have to be those. So let's make a decision about the tags. I mean, to be fair, I could stick one of them in as well. But again, that's neutral, Jez. So I might have to go with a neutral page. Yeah. I mean, I can always make more ephemera, but yeah. So if we're going with neutral, so we need strip there, strip there, strip there, and strip there. Let's find. So I've got this neutral. Well, I've got that one that's neutral. Oh, I've got a strip there that's already been cut off, another piece. Got that one. And I've got that one. Right, you got loads, Jez. I do. I really do. Oh, and I've got some here all cut down, ready prepared that I'd completely forgotten about. Right. Right. So we can make something pretty on that first one. Shall I have that one with the flowers? Yeah. So let's make that decision quickly. This is, I'm sure I'm not alone in the fact that I work with a desk like this. So as you pull things out, it just gets messier and messier, doesn't it? But that is just the way I am. So those bits, let's just chuck them in the little bin that's there. Right, so you're going down there because you're so pretty. And then I'll fold it over the edge to stick down. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to glue this down right now because I think it'll be a little bit easier to work with that when it's glued down. I'm going to use a bit glue stick. And then go around the edges with my trusty colour. Don't know why I'm using the little one. I usually use the big one for going round edges, Jez. There we go. Where's my little cloth? Always losing my glue cloth. There we go. And I could always stick a genuine, some genuine ephemera in these pockets as well. So we want you to go on there and fold round. So I need to ink it. So get me vintage furter. Go around the edge. So I hope everybody's okay. We've just had a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. This will probably go out quite a bit after that, but yeah, filming this, we're on Tuesday after the bank holiday weekend, which means all week I'm not going to know what day it is. So, which isn't that unusual for me, to be fair, but I got no chance this week of knowing what the day is, because it just messes with your head, doesn't it? Not that it makes any difference to me. It was more of a problem when I was working, because you'd assume first day back, it was Monday, and when you're a teacher, you go in prepared for that day's lessons. And yeah, I have walked into classrooms before ready to teach something to one year group, and I've got a completely different year group sat in front of me than I was expecting, and it's like, oh, I've got year 13 criminology, and there's a bunch of year 10s expecting their GCSE lesson, and it's like, oh, quick change of tack. And yeah, there we go. Right, so I'm gonna stick the one side first, because that's, in my head, I'm thinking that's going to be easiest. Yeah, so we had a really busy weekend. We've been decluttering and moving things about, went to the dump. I find that's quite therapeutic. I've only done it a couple of times. I've done it with my son when he was, you know, on a uni move, you know, when they move between houses, and having lots of accumulated junk to sort of get rid of, you know, when you've got like 5 people living in the house and they all had all this stuff for their kitchen and wherever, and over the year lots of it's been trashed, and they just had too many things to, you know, and people were like, oh, I don't want that stuff, just leave it. And like, if you're the last person in the house, you're left with having to deal with it. So yeah, so my first tip trip was to York Tip. Oh, and we got there just as it was closing, but we managed to get in. There was like a queue, and we were just lucky. We were the last ones let in through the gate before they shut it. So that was pretty cool. And I never knew what they were like. You know, you're there and you've got all these skips where you dump different things. You've got non-recyclable, you've got cardboard, you've got paper, you've got metal, and yeah, garden waste, all sorts. So we had fun tipping all that. And so yeah, so my friend took me to the tip a couple of weeks ago, because we emptied our loft because we had it floored. Oh, that's a nightmare. Don't even let me tell you about that. Well, I might tell you about it one day, but right now that's a nightmare. And oh, that's so pretty. I like it. And so we yeah, so we went to tip, or as I like to say, to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump. Drives my son insane, but it amuses me every time I do it. So I said to him, I went, it's not actually a song, love. It's a theme tune. And you went, yeah, mum, I know. Stop it. It's like, over explaining. I like that one. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Will it? Oh, maybe put that one a little bit behind and put that one there. So yeah, I think we might do that. And yeah, so then when we were there the other day, we just had a few things, filled the boot, that was all, just a boot full. And then we discovered that they take old media, we can take books there, so we've got loads of books which we don't really want to hinder our charity shop with, because we don't really think anybody would want to buy them, and we don't want our charity shop to think that we've just dumped our rubbish because we can't be bothered to go to the tip, because sometimes there's a queue at the tip. And because we're in our charity shops all the time, we were like, well, we'd be so embarrassed if, you know, when we go in there, that they're judging us, going, oh, there's the two that gave us all that utter trash. It's not the word we used when we were talking to ourselves about it. So anyway, we can take books to the dump, to the tip, and so we thought, oh well, we'll do that. So we've got another sort of carload. We were planning on going there yesterday, but other things got in the way yesterday. So it closed at 5, and it was like we were at 4:30 and we were doing something. So I suddenly decided, James was sorting out boxes of stuff, because we've moved in umpteen times and some boxes have never been unpacked. And so he was like, I'm not putting these up in the loft, I'm going through them. I do not want, his next move is going to be into his own home that he's bought. So he says, I don't want to take all this rubbish with me. And I went, oh, you're admitting that it's rubbish. And so he was going through that in the back room, and I just messaged him and I went, love, can you come and help me with a wardrobe? And normally when I ask James to do something, it's like, yeah, give me a minute, and then it's like an hour later he'll trundle through to help me. But he was like right on it. He was there. And when I said I wanted to move this wardrobe, so we had a wardrobe on our landing, and when we had the loft hatch and stairs fitted, so I made that a little bit too short. I think it'll be fine. And yeah, so we had to move it. So it came in my craft room, didn't it? So there's me still trying to sort out my craft room, and oh, I haven't stuck this bit down, and then you know, I've still got a few boxes to go through, and then a blooming great big wardrobe got stuffed in the middle of it with a few other boxes that I had to go through, including all my children's artwork for the whole of their nursery and primary school education. And I had gone through that, but there were things that I decided I want to keep. Yeah, so I couldn't move in my craft room. I managed to get a space where I could actually walk in to my chair, so I could get some videos done. And but it's like, I can't live like this. It needs to go. And we were trying to work out where in the house it could go. And then I just decided I'd put it behind the door in my bedroom. I says to Ed, I'm going to put it behind the door in the bedroom. And he went, but there's a load of stuff there. And I went, yeah, but most of that stuff could actually go in the wardrobe. And then it would look neater, because there's a wardrobe and not a pile of stuff. So he was like, will it fit? And I went, yeah, I've measured. I measured twice, move once. So I did that. And he looked sceptical. James looked sceptical. To be fair, I'd measured. I was looking a bit sceptical. Anyway, it did perfect. It perfectly fitted, so it was fine. Absolutely fine. So yeah, so we had to move that, and then I just got a little bit, because my house has basically been trashed for months, ever since I decided to January. Months, it's nearly September. So I've had things everywhere. I took loads of things out of my craft room. It's been on the landing, it's been in my bedroom, and there's things in the lounge now. And yeah, and I mean, Ed's a minimalist, and he just despairs, and he's not very well. And I was like, I've trashed your house, love. I said, is it stressing you out? And he said, no. And I thought, oh, bless him, he's so stressed of being poorly that he hadn't noticed. And then James came in and he looked at his dad and he went, this must be killing you, Dad. And he said, I'm just trying not to think about it. And I went, you told me you weren't stressed. He went, yeah, I lied. It's like, oh, I'm like, I was just trying to make the house a beautiful haven for you to get better in, and I've trashed it. So we did actually see the funny side of it and laugh a bit, but yeah, poor Ed, my poor Ed. So yeah, there we go. Dang it, but he's had 36 years of it. I ain't gonna change. So that's just the way it is. I remember when we first moved in together 36 years ago. He was like, he used to get, I didn't realise he was such a neat freak. And it used to cause a few issues at times with me being so messy. And but when we first met, I was a student nurse, and I lived in the nurses' home, and he stayed over quite often until we got our own place. And there was just one day I just stopped him and I went, right then, Ed, I said, just stop it. I got a bit mad. Just stop it. I said, please tell me the colour of the carpet in my room in the nurses' home. He went, what? I said, what colour was my carpet in the room in the nurse's home? And he went, well, I don't know. And I said, why don't you know? And he says, I'm not really sure. And I said, well, I'll tell you why you don't know. You never saw it. I said, you never saw the carpet because it was always covered in stuff. I said, I had a wardrobe, but the floor is a much better wardrobe. I find it much more convenient if my clothes are on the floor, because I can see it and I know what I've got and what I might put on. And you have piles, so you have a pile of clothes that are freshly washed. They may actually make their way into the wardrobe occasionally, and then you have a pile of clothes that you've worn maybe for a couple of hours in the pub, and you know, being a nurse, you know, I changed when I got home. So if we didn't go anywhere, you know, I was just wearing the clothes for a couple of hours, sort of in the room, so I could wear them again. So you have a pile for not quite ready for the wash but can't go back in the wardrobe pile. Do you know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. And then, I mean, I didn't have a dirty wash pile because I did have a linen bin, and you know, a dirty linen bin, so all my dirty clothes went in there. And yeah, so I was like, and then there would be piles of other things all over the place, like, you know, the dishes from last night's tea and things like that. So I said, oh, I don't need to worry about that because it's been stuck behind your doodah. So I said, you could see what I was like. When we decided to move in together, you could already see how I lived. Why did you think I'd be any different? And he was like, oh, I just thought because it was a small room. And I was like, yeah, you know what thought did, didn't you? So, yeah. So that was like they say, you never really know someone until you move in with them. Well, do you know what? You already knew me. You already knew what I was like. So, yeah. Oh, we need to stick that flap down, don't we, first? Yeah, so that was quite funny. Anyway, in the end, he just resigned himself to it. He's a neat freak, and I'm normal. He would say other things. He used to call me lazy, and it's like, I'm not lazy. I'm really not lazy. I work. I was a nurse then. I was a student nurse. I worked as a student nurse. I work part-time for the agency, and I study. How am I lazy? And then I get home, and cleaning the ass is not something I want to do. So, yeah, funny. Anyway, we got over it. We learnt to live with each other's differences, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Compromise and such. There we go. So, yeah. But, yeah, I did. So, I embarked on this decluttering in January. Then he got poorly, and then I wanted to carry on just so that whilst he was resting and recovering, we'd have a lovely, peaceful, serene house. And all I've done is trash it, absolutely trash it. So that was an utter fail, but it's kind of my way of dealing with all the stress and the worry, really. And I think he gets that. And also sitting here and crafting really, really helps with my stress and my worry. So there we go. And tomorrow, to top it all off, I've got a roofer coming to re-felt our bedroom bay window. But I mean, he sees that as a job that has to be done. He doesn't see that as, oh God, here she goes again. It's a necessary thing before winter comes, because we don't want water coming through. So quite relieved about that job being done, I have to say. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, that wasn't quite on the, it slipped a bit there. We'll just have to ink it again down there. It's no great shakes, is it? There we go. I could have been really clever and tried to make them all the same piece of paper that they matched up together, but no. I decided life was too short. I'd have to have printed lots of pages, wouldn't I, for that to have worked, really. And I wasn't doing that. So, there we go. Let's take about that much. Go about that much. We could go further down. Oh, that's the bit that's going to be seen, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go there then. We'll go there. Yeah. You're so pretty. You look nice there. Yeah, yeah. I could have gone with something plainer, and then they might show up a bit better now, thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think Jess. Yeah, don't think. You've done it now. Just do it. Just do that thing. Get it done. So yeah, that's what's been happening. So my two boys have just been superstars, helping with everything. And I was busy sorting out. I can't believe how many single duvets I had. I had 2 children. And I've got about 6 single duvets. And you sit and think, oh, well, you need summer ones and winter ones. Yep. But I think there was one summer one and then the rest were winter. And yeah, so, I mean, in my defence, we did foster 2 boys for 10 years. Not full time. We just used to foster them for weekends. And respite fostering for their full-time carer. And yeah, so I did actually have to have 4 single duvets. So and then I probably inherited the boys' single duvets. Although to be fair, no, because I've got loads of doubles, and I think when they went to uni, they probably upgraded to a double duvet. And yeah, I think I inherited them. So yeah, so it isn't just single duvets, it's double duvets as well I've got. And maybe a spare king size, although the king size we've got a summer and a winter, so that's understandable. So it was like, I just need a summer and a winter for me. We have a spare double bed. Well, it's James's bed at the moment, but it's not forever. And then we've got a spare single bed in the house. So really, we just need bedding for that. So I don't need anything else. And I, you know, there's a bit of me go, oh, I might have a spare one just in case if somebody comes and they sleep on the sofa or something. Oh yeah, we do have 2 spare single beds. Got one that goes under the thing, and sometimes if Ed's mum and dad come and stay, they don't come at the same time, so they're not together. But we sleep them downstairs. We've got a utility downstairs with a loo, and so they can sleep in the room next to that, so they don't have to go upstairs at night. So yeah. So I need 2. Right, I'm going to put that across there, roughly in the middle. Let's just do a... How are we going to do this? We could get a book page that's about the right height. Yep. Find the middle of that. Yeah, so I need 2 single duvets and a double duvet. And our spare duvet. And get rid of the rest. And pillows, I found 5 brand new pillows. What are you actually like, woman? 5 spare pillows. So I went, well, that's all right. I can throw away all the old ones. And then you're like, oh, should I donate them, you know, to the homeless shelter? I know dogs homes like them. And it's like, but then you think, oh, some of them are a bit disgusting, you know, our pillows get after a while. Especially when you've got a family where people have spontaneous even, nosebleeds. So, do you know what, I'm just suddenly thinking, because that's what I do, I think, I'm going to put a little notch so that I know that this is a double pocket. One there. One there. Quick bit of inking before the glue dries, because otherwise I might forget. I didn't think it didn't go in there. No, it didn't. So there we go. There. That works. Do you know, I think Rach might have done something similar to this in the last collaboration. Trying to remember. I think she did do some sort of triple pocket thing. Right, yep, liking that. And am I going to do 2 pockets on this one? I think that was what I did decide. I think you might have done, Jez. Right, this one's just going down as it is, isn't it? Big one in the middle. Oh, and I was talking about, I can't begin to tell you how many single duvet sets I've got. You know, duvet cover, matching pillow, and sheet. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous, I say. I remember James just went, he went, why have you still got them? And I went, well, we still get kids that come to stay, and it's quite nice to give them a character bed set. And he's like, yeah, but do we need 6? Do we need 6? No, we don't need 6. So, yeah. But then it's like, oh, but which one am I going to get rid of? You know, there's the ones that we bought when we were fostering. So they're newer and in better quality, better knit, because they were only used 2 nights every month, and then they'd be washed, as opposed to the ones that my kids slept in. But then the ones that my kids slept in, they've got emotional baggage with them, haven't they? So like that, I might have to trim. But if I do, I'll do it after. So there's that. Am I going to be sticking that on there? The jury's out on what I'm going to do here, but I'm leaving that piece of paper there in case I do decide to do that. Now, am I going to do another double pocket, in which case I want to notch again. What I'm going to do is my attempt at making it around about the same place. It's not bad. I didn't do a bad job there at getting it around about the same place, did I? There we go. That's good enough. Good enough for you. Good enough for me. Now, what I'm looking at is, because I didn't glue all the way around, I only did the edges. This isn't stuck down, so stick some glue in there. Is it coming out, Jez? I don't know, really. Looks like it might be. they stuck down? Yeah, because I think you did do that one all over. There we go. Right, liking that. So we need this again. Yeah, so what have I got? I've got Lion King. I've got 2 Pokemon, because both kids were into Pokemon. We've got Batman. Got Cars. And then I've got like a couple of adult ones, because I have adults staying. I think I did put Ed's dad in with Batman at Christmas. I think his mum got the pretty flowery one. But yeah, I'm sure his dad was in Batman. Or it might have been Cars. They're the 2 newer ones, because that was for the boys that we fostered. But I have got rid of ones, because I used to have Teletubbies and Dalmatian puppies and Spider-Man. So we have cut down, and Man United, my eldest, huge Man United fan. So yeah, we have Man United as well. So we got that. So what are we going to put on the other page, Jez? Are we going to do... So we are going to... It is a little bit rocked up there, so there is going to be a slight issue. But you always get that with altered books. So it is what it is, and I think it's too late to do out about it now. And there's a bit of me that is thinking that I might keep this one for a reference book for ideas, because I was thinking, oh, I need some more ideas. And so I found myself watching my own flip throughs. So it's like, what have I done before? What could I do new? And yeah, so it's like, oh, maybe I should keep one as a reference point. So, because I usually sell most of my journals, and then as I say, I'm left with nothing. Right, what's on this side? So, oh right, so is that the one? Oh no, that's not one you can have a pocket in. The big pocket was back there, wasn't it? Did a big pocket back here somewhere. There, that's your big pocket. So I might do a flippity flip. Because that was something. So I'm wondering about one of my envelopes from my document kit. Could be a flip. And I could put a cluster on it that kind of matches. Because it's all neutral and it is a bit grungy. Yeah, I think, yeah, go on, Jez. Why not? Now then. Oh, that's the other way up. I was thinking you could have a tuck, but that's the wrong way for that one. Could have a tuck there though. So it flips like that, and that becomes a tuck. We've got a stamp, and that's got a stamp. That might work. Or that could just be an envelope clipped over, so we can have a plain page. Yeah, that's a bit easier. Let's do that. at me checking myself out of things. So I'm going to put this in there, and then we'll finish up, and that will be the end, because I've just seen it's 55 minutes, guys. 55 minutes you've had of me waffling on. About being a hoarder. I could easily see I could be. When you see these programs about people hoarding, well, it is me, and it is difficult to get rid of things. And when we first started doing things, my son eldest was being a little bit judgy, and it was like, no, that's not how you work. You have to be really understanding. This is really difficult for me. And my other boy, he's got a degree in psychology. I was like, oh, I've got all these. I said, we're gonna have to go through all your pictures of when you were children, and decide, the ones that they painted or made, or I said, decide which ones we're going to keep. And he went, Mum, we have a great big loft that's cleared out now. We have room for them. You don't have to decide to get rid of any. You can keep them all. He says, and maybe at a later date you can decide, but for now you can keep them all. And it was just like, you are so good. You are the right person to have when you're decluttering, because you're saying all the right things, or possibly all the wrong things, but yeah. Okay, now, and I'm just thinking I'm gonna stamp. I know I said I'd stamp afterwards, but I am gonna stamp. I may well go over the hour. I do apologise if I do. But I'll try not to. Well, it is going over the hour now, because we're at 57.5 minutes, so there we are. Oh, I wanted to stamp, so let's get the stamp I want. I want this one because it's got flowers, and I think it'll go nice. I want a good impression, so I'm going to get a stamp block. Where's my gynophorus one? No, don't know, Jez. I think you've probably got something on it, so we'll have that one. It's not even sticking on it, Jez. Not even sticking. Let's put a little bit of glue stick. It's going to be fun cleaning that afterwards. But I'll do. Now, I don't normally stamp with Distress Oxide. Oh well, I am today, so let's stick you on there. Give it a good press down up here where I haven't got a block. I'm not sure if this stamp should have had a stamp mat, because it's quite a big one. There, yeah, completely missed the middle out. It's a good job it's junk journal, isn't it? And it doesn't matter. Yeah, that'll be fine. So I'm missing a little bit of in the middle, but you know, I often stamp like that deliberately, so it'll be fine. So I'll stick this down, put some tags in the pocket, and we'll be done. And we might just manage. We won't manage the hour. We've got 50 seconds, Jez. Okay. go. Where's me? There. There we go. There's the envelope. He's there. Stick you over there. Let's have a, got, these were rose gold, and then I used some alcohol ink on them, so they've got a little bit of a pinky tinge, which I quite like. Oh, maybe not over the stamp. Let's go straight down the middle. There we are. So that's that, and I'm gonna put some tags in. And then a big one in the middle, which could get changed at a later date. But for now, if I can actually find it. Oh, I had that. That could go around it. Except it don't go on the other side, so that ain't happening. I had a big journaling card. Where have you gone? You gone there? Yeah. So there we go. So I finished spread. So that just needs to dry and things. So yeah, added a little bit extra interest there. So hope you enjoyed being with me. Oh, Mr. Tag. I will be back with some more goings on in this journal. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the ride, and I will, as I say, be back very soon. Nearly finished it. Don't know how many more videos I'm going to do, if at all. Might just bring you the flip through. Okay, bye for now.